This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 58 is a mic. Yeah. 3 bud. He's coming.
On first down, McGraw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Panthers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Look at me. Go. Slam, slam, slam.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm coming after you. Rock it. No. Off. Go out. Kill. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 50, plant. 55. Hey, keep it up.
Now they try the right side here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. Go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, lock it. Watch the twist. Go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Be a long day for you. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Yeah, that's what I do. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Second and 6. Sliding out of the pocket. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. McGraw. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Panthers 10, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here comes to me, it's me.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Alert three.
Now. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm going back to you.
Now a handoff looking right. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
We go. 18 Gator. All day. Hey, high 7. Cut.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Big hit.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Orbit. You're not ready. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. 58, the mic. 66, pull it now.
On 2nd down, McGraw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
Short.
And 58 is the Mike.
Ready. Hey, I'm hot. Go. 58's the mic. Ready, go. 58's the mic. Let's go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Check Mike 33. Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Room here to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Yep. Tighten up. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun.
It's run, fellas.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
Here I come. Here I come. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Check 9, check 9. 6-6, bullet high.
It's our time. It's our time. 55's my guy.
And now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Off play action, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, 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 hey.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Go, go. Go. 5.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down. Go to
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Get ready. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Leo.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Time to go, night.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, check Mike 56.
Hey, orbit.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback.
He's got Smith here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Shift, watch the shift.
Now.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's make these rock it.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action. Lawrence. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Five.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Coming.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Cooks. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 26. Kill.
Check 31.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
Pump.
Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. Number 80.
Check 55, Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now it's the backup Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The 2nd down pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. It's 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Back.
On third down, McGraw. And he's got some space here. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And a Panther first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Come to my world. You go tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, motion backfield.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Let's go. Bravo. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here when they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll keep it on the ground. McGraw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check my 33. Check my 33. Hey, let's get this.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go on.